welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is DTRS, that is Daily Tucker Rapid Series. In this lecture series, daily we are discussing 10 MCQs based on the most important current developments of today. So this is class 15 and we will discuss the lead topic first, Gender Social Norms Index. The first MCQ is framed on this lead topic for today. But before going into today's 10 topics, what we are doing daily we are discussing one quotation which is relevant to our essay and ethics paper. Today's quotation relates to Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, the weak cannot, we can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Why Mahatma Gandhi is saying this? So it is not saying like weak and strong, muscular strength, it is not talking about that. Rather, forgiveness is very important value. And this particular value is not the, we can say, characteristic, or it is not aligned with those people who are strong, rather, weak. Rather, it is the virtue associated with the strong people. This is what he is saying. Now, forgiveness, we are aware about the meaning of forgiveness, that forgiveness is basically letting go any, we can say that, negative feeling or resentment regarding the wrongs that have been done by the other party, other person or other country also. So we can say that is forgiveness. Whatever the wrongs that have been done and it has affected you. So this, when we are relieving that person from those wrongs, we can say that is forgiveness. Now why one cannot forgive? Because the one is always feeling aggrieved or because of certain actions of others. Let's say हम एक example लेते हैं friendship का, ठीक है? So दोस्ती. What happens is, समझो कोई एक दोस्त ने बुलाया आपको और वहाँ पे वो आया ही नहीं, आप गए उसको मिलने के लिए, तो आपको लगता है कि उसने मुझे धोखा दिया, ठीक है? या फिर there is, let's say you have confidential information shared with your friend and that friend is sharing that information to the third person. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि it is breach of trust, right? And then you say that I will not forgive him. You will not talk to him anymore. So one should understand that there is always something that in us which does not allow us to forgive that person. और आप देखते हैं कि हमेशा ये आपको बात खलती रहती है, right? So it is affecting yourself, ठीक है? So one cannot forgive because that person is not strong, let's say strong in terms of letting go the things. If the other person is accepting his mistake and seeking the forgiveness, then we can say there is always scope for forgiveness. This is what all the religions, especially Christianity religion, this religion promotes forgiveness. And yes, one who forgives, let go the things, तो वो अपने माइंड को भी शांत कर देता है और दूसरे पर्सन की जो गिल्ट है उसको भी कम कर देता है, राइट? वो दूसरे पर्सन को जो उसने गलती की है उसके माइंड में हमेशा जो गिल्ट होती है उसको भी कम कर देता है. एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम दिस कोटेशन हियर. वी कैन एक्सपेक्ट क्वेश्चन related to forgiveness as a value in ethics paper also and this quotation also. Fine, let's talk about today's 10 topics. ये आज के 10 topics हैं and we have framed MCQs on these topics. Let's talk about them one by one. First one, yes, regarding Gender Social Norms Index. Yes, it was recently in news, this index. First statement it is talking about, it is released by World Economic Forum. Now if you have read about this, which particular agency is releasing this? UNDP, United Nations Development Program. Annually it is releasing this and not World Economic Forum. So it is incorrect. It tracks people's attitude towards women in 3 dimensions: political, educational and economic. So yes, 3 dimensions are these 3 are there, but total there are 4 dimensions. And what is the 4th one? Physical integrity. Okay, so we can say that again it is inadequate, incorrect factually also. So we can say it is incorrect, and that's why neither 1 nor 2 is the correct answer here. Neither 1 nor 2 is the correct answer. Okay, fine. Second question is on OMSS scheme. It was recently news. Government of India had said that it has discontinued this scheme for the present time. ठीक है. So what is this open market sales scheme? This is being implemented by the central government through FCI, Food Corporation of India, and this particular, we can say, entity sells surplus stocks of the wheat and rice, including, we can say, that fortified rice, at not highest bid, rather predetermined price through e-auction, at predetermined price. Okay, so we can say it is incorrect statement. Union territories do not participate in e-auction. This is incorrect. Both state governments as well as union territory governments, they participate in this. FCI conducts monthly auction through commodity exchange named NCDX, National Commodity and Derivatives Exchange, but it is not monthly, it is weekly auction. देखिए ऐसे क्वेश्चन आपको जरूर आ सकता है information based, and when it is always in news and very important, this is also part of, we can say, GS3 paper mains examination, food gain storage and their movement, transportation, this is GS3 paper, right? So again it is incorrect, and that's why what should be the answer here? None. D is the correct answer. Okay? Okay. Now justice clocks was in news. Regarding that, we have to again deal with these statements here. It aims to bring awareness to the public through advertising various schemes of Department of Justice. This is true. These justice clocks are like basically electronic signage boards outside high courts, outside high court buildings. Okay, it is going to make aware people about how the, let's say, various schemes of the Department of Justice are there. Along with that, how the disposal of cases is happening in the High Court. Regarding that, real-time data will be given, and how it will be given? By integrating the database created through National Judicial Data Grid. Okay, so both statements are correct here. That's why answer will be C. That's why answer will be C. Fine? Okay, let's talk about the next. Yes. In the context of ethanol blending, consider the following statements. Yes, ethanol blending means here in petrol what we are doing is we are blending the ethanol so as to increase the cost effectiveness, also reduce the greenhouse gas emissions, also making more efficient. We are to reduce the import of these petroleum products, crude oil also. India aims to achieve under 20% of ethanol blending in petrol by 2035 under National Biofuel Policy 2018. Now it is factually incorrect, right? 2025. At present 10% we have achieved already. Now we want to achieve 20% by 2025. So we can say it is incorrect. It can reduce vehicular emission by lowering carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons. This is true, generic statement. Under this, broken rice, sugarcane, maize can be used as a raw material. Yes, certain edible crops, they are, we can say, the major part of this policy under biofuel policy, they can be used as, we can say, raw material for production of ethanol. Okay? So we can say that first is incorrect, only 2B is the correct answer here. Only 2B is the correct answer, right? Fine. Let's talk about the next question. Yes, how many of the following common aspects of Nagara and Dravida style of, temple architecture? Elaborate boundary walls or gateways. Now this elaborate boundary walls and gateways are there in southern, or we can say Dravida style, but not Nagara style. So it is not common. Multiple shikaras rising together cluster, again it is there in Dravida style, but not Nagara style. Now curvilinear shape of the main temple, it is there in Nagara style, but not Dravida style. तो आपको यहाँ पे दिख रहा है कि ये differences है. There can be mains question in GS1 paper regarding comparison of Nagara and Dravida style of temple architecture. Very standard question for mains examination. Okay, so we can say that none of them are common features. D is the correct answer. Right. Next question. The term graded surveillance measure, it was in news. What is this graded surveillance measure? It is related to basically protecting and alerting investors trading in security on stock exchange. Such term based questions, again I am repeating every day almost, that term based questions are asked from certain sections largely. economy, ecology, science and technology, and IR, international relations, which are, let's say, terms which are on in international discourse. So we can say that here D is the correct answer. Fine, sixth का D answer होगा. Now let's talk about the seventh question, balance of payments regarding financial account. Okay, so balance of payment क्या होता है, as it is basically the account, external account we can say. This account is having three accounts. Balance of payments is having three accounts. One is financial account, other is capital account, and third one is current account. Okay, capital account, current account, we are aware about that. One is related to actual transactions between in terms of merchandise trade and the net invisibles. Capital in terms of assets and investments. Financial account जो होता है, it is related to, we can say, overall international assets that are held by the country. The measurement, it is basically the measurement of increase or decrease in the total international assets held. This is correct. Only the central government and central bank are allowed to transact on this account. Not correct, right? Even the individuals, dollar तो बाकी individuals भी और corporations के में भी deal कर सकता है dollars में, right? So we can say it is incorrect. Surplus on financial account is considered good for the economy in general and in long run. Not correct. Why? In long run it is problematic. When we have surplus financial account, that means we are holding the international assets, large assets. That means in return we are selling our physical assets or ownership of physical assets in the country. This is not good, no? This is not good, right? So that's why in long run it is not good. Only one is the correct answer here, right? Now eighth question, it is talking about Aditya L1. Yes, Aditya L1 is the mission to, we can say that, to understand how the solar, we can say corona, to observe solar corona, and we can say that the solar storms, solar flares, to observe the solar surface, we can say. And this will be most probably launched this year in mid-August by ISRO. Okay, Aditya sun का नाम है ना, इसलिए नाम याद रख सकते हैं आप. L1 is the name of, we can say, orbit, Lagrange point, we can say that L1. Now this L1 is basically that location. जैसे बोलेंगे कि अगर समझो ये अर्थ का है रिवोल्यूशन और समझो ये सन का, समझो हम बोल सकते हैं कि इलिप्टिकल है, इसलिए एक फोकस पे होगा. इस तरीके से समझो ये अर्थ का है और सन यहाँ पर एक जगह पे है, इस तरीके से, राइट? सो अर्थ इज rotating like this, no? Sorry, revolving around the sun like this. Now, this L1 point is, we can say that that particular location where we can say that this particular satellite will be rotating along both sun as well as earth. Sun as well as earth. But we can say that largely it will be rotating around the sun, we can say. So this is L1 Lagrange point. ये कब न्यूज़ में था? जब हम देखा, जब पढ़ रहे थे जेम्स वेब्स, वी कैन से टेलीस्कोप जो था, तो उससे रिलेटेड जब हम पढ़ रहे थे तब भी ये L1 वाला जो है लैग्रेंज पॉइंट जो है न्यूज़ में था. ओके, सो सोलर स्टॉर्म्स कैन बी प्रेडिक्टेड इन एडवांस विद द हेल्प ऑफ आदित्य L1 मिशन ऑफ इसरो. Now Aditya L1 will be placed in the halo orbit around the Lagrange point 1. Yes, because of this it will be able to observe the sun's surface from near distance, and that's why we will be able to understand how solar storms are working. Advanced warning can be given. So we can say both are correct, and both statement 2 is correct explanation of statement 1. Fine? Okay. Ninth question, green gram. Yes, it was in news. Why? Because the pulses production in last 10 years, it has increased by 50%. And major contributors, green gram and chickpea. So that's why it is in news. Okay. Now green gram, जो हरी मूंग दाल बोलते हैं ना, वो green gram. It has been, it can be cultivated only in rabi crop. Not correct, no, only नहीं है यहाँ पे, रबी as well as खरीफ crop है. We can say that this is incorrect. Vijay, Phule, Vikram, Jaki are the varieties of green gram. This is not correct, not of green gram, rather again it is, these are varieties of chickpea. It is suitable for intercropping with sugarcane. This is true. First two statements are incorrect, and that's why only one statement is correct here. Fine. So crops related हर साल एक या दो क्वेश्चन जरूर आता है प्रीलिम्स में. Okay, and yes, it can be related to geography, it can be related to economy in terms of production, exports and imports. In geography, it will be focusing on kharif crop, rabi crop, intercropping, and all these things can be asked. Now, the last question for today, it is match the following, and it is saying that COPs and they are held or are going to be held, like COP 28 is going to be held in Dubai. This is true. COP 27 recently Egypt, Sharm el Sheikh. COP 26, yes, Glasgow, UK. This is correct. And 25 was in Madrid, Spain. Okay, so all these are correct here, and D is the correct answer. We can expect such question, very simple, and yes, one should know at least last 3-4 years COP and where they are held. You should be knowing. Match the following type of questions are asked from the mapping section like this. Okay, so these are today's 10 MCQs. I hope that these MCQs are being beneficial to you. Try to follow this on daily basis. Even if suppose for some reason it is not being taken on live manner, but daily ये आपको upload करते हुए आपको लुकमान IAS के channel पे ज़रूर दिखेगा. So you can watch this video at night time or whenever it is suitable for the next day. You can watch these videos. Fine? Okay. Let us stop. Thank you.